Afternoon. Pineview Avenue. Nice deer. Back-to-back Stanley Cup champions. Nice flags. I was just looking at them. Both champs. Wow. I guess the Buccaneers and the hockey team. Hockey in Florida. Who would think of that? Florida hockey champions. That is weird. Now, one home for sale, by the way. I wonder what these homes cost. Guess is 400,000. I've seen these bikes locked up here last time I walked. I'm not sure if it's from the homeowner on this corner, which is Jassmine Way in Pineview, or somebody nearby. But the neighborhood is good enough that no one's stealing it, because it's been here now for like a week at least. And they're pretty cheap bikes, so it probably doesn't matter. One of the seats sucks. Alright. That straight forward, I think, is the YMCA. The end of Jassmine, across of Hillcrest. Which since Corona I have not gone to. I wonder what the rules are and if you can use there used to be a sauna in there. And I use the sauna all the time, but I wouldn't be surprised if you can't. Maybe you should call and just ask. And then if you need like a test or something to get in, who knows what the rules are. Okay, so this is San Remo Avenue. I might take that some other time. Here's the most rusty car on Jassmine Avenue. Good day. I like how high these houses are, but now as you get closer to Hillcrest or Highland, I'm sorry, that road over there at the end of this one is Highland. It gets busy, so then you have sound. So we're not going to turn on Highland, we're going to turn here on Oakview Avenue. Probably finish recording there, or maybe I'll record a little bit. Turn right. Actually, I could turn left, make a U and record, and I think that's Jeffords. I'll record that. I'm working on getting a bike, go to Pinellas Trail and other trails, and the little van has been converted so I can fold the bike up, put it in there, go to some national park or some interesting place, bike around. I'd like to go to St. Augustine, say, and bike around downtown and record it. But anyway, if you have any ideas what you want to see, let me know. But this is like a typical Florida neighborhood, if you're wondering how people live in Florida. And 15 years ago, you can get a house like this for about $150,000, and I doubt you can get like this blue house right here with that white Jeep. I doubt you can get one like that for under $350,000. Now, if you get a fixer-upper totally beat up and you get lucky and they're motivated and whatever, which is not the case because you can see nobody's selling, then anyway, I've not seen anything under $220,000. And it's rarely anybody's even selling. Actually, there's a house for sale down there, and that is, I think, new. We're gonna walk by it and see what it is. And maybe I'll look it up on the computer and then see what the price is. But I'm pretty sure it's not going to be under $350,000 on this street because it's the only one. It's actually, this has been the least houses for sale I have seen in many years, but everybody says the market's going to churn, so we'll see. Obviously, if the Fed stops printing money, then maybe, and if these corporations stop buying houses, maybe, but or if they increase the interest rates and a lot of people default. But right now it's not looking like, it doesn't matter that teachers and firefighters can't buy a house anymore. No one cares about that, because proof of that is just look at Silicon Valley. You know, you got in Silicon Valley, you know, firefighters and teachers are pretty much not allowed to, economically they're not allowed to own a house because it's impossible. I worked in Silicon Valley many years ago, and we're talking 20 years ago, and a programmer who was making a six-figure salary back then finally was able to buy a burned up wooden house, beat up on the tiniest lot ever, for $650,000, and he was so happy. He was trying for 10 years. This is back then. Imagine that same house now is probably like $3 million or something. So that's barely he snuck in. I mean, now programmers are almost in the same boat as teachers. You know, no one cares about them. So I don't know what the printing money, I think, hurts working people. It doesn't hurt rich people. It helps them. It basically steals the money from the poor people and gives it to the rich people. Where the closer you are to the printing press, the more you can steal from, you know, the teacher and the programmer. I mean, I don't know. It's just very outrageous to me what's going on. I can't tell you. I gotta walk and rant. If you don't like ranting, here we go. So 1105, and I forgot the name of the street. I'll have to check out the price. This is actually the first time I've seen one on these streets for sale. It's a nice house. I'm gonna make a guess, $350,000. Put in comments what you think it is. You can probably look it up on realtor.com. So 1105, and we're gonna see the name of the street. It's on the corner, so you can hear it's loud. You can hear the, well, it's not too loud, but it's one street away from Highland. Actually, I'm going to walk up to Highland and go left. So it's 1105 Oakview Avenue. I'm not sure what that 1200 means. It might mean the house, the last house number. I'll have to check that out. Okay, 1105 Oakview Avenue. I'm going to check that out. There's going to be some noise from South Highland Avenue. So it's a neighbor to this house, but it's not too much noise. I did work for a client, a job over there at that Highland Professional Center, and he was like the worst jerk, and we couldn't come to terms, so I just ended the contract. But it's for sale now. There's a building behind it, and that thing is dead, like there's nothing in it. The other thing, look at this, hiring CNAs. I mean, can you believe that somebody, I'll tell you a story. CNAs, which is Certified Nursing Assistant, it's one level below a LPN. Oh, by the way, there's straightforward ambulance in front of the, I don't know what to call it, a drugstore. It's a store like where you can buy tickets, lottery, liquor, whatever. Maybe someone got a heart attack there. But anyway, yeah, back to CNAs. Certified Nursing Assistants. $11 an hour, $12 an hour. After 5 years experience, you get $13 an hour. You gotta lift people, wipe their behind, do all that. And there's a hurricane, you gotta come in there and sleep. There's like all these abuses, you know, that they make. And then they're wondering they can't find any CNAs. I think $40 an hour before taxes. Keep in mind, after taxes, you only get 30 or less than that, because you got to pay 15.4 FICA SSN and at least 20% taxes. It's probably more than that, but whatever. That your taxes, the taxes are on a scale, so I don't know exactly. Disclaimer, so this doesn't get taken down from YouTube. I'm not a accountant, but roughly, you know, what I pay, so I'm just kind of putting in the ballpark of what taxes I get. Well, I get, anyway, it doesn't matter. The point is, they don't pay enough. Like, the CNA would have to work one job 40 hours, and they'll usually cut it 32 or less, so they don't have to pay them healthcare. Imagine you work in the healthcare industry, but you're not allowed to go to the doctor because you're so poor. And that's pretty much what happens to some CNAs, is they get sick, they're bankrupt pretty much. Then they go to like daycare hospital, an emergency room, and they get this like $30,000 bill, and they can't pay it. I mean, what are they going to work 2,000 years to pay off that bill? Because there's literally not a dollar left with those kind of money that they get. I am more ranting, but this will be walk and rant. But yeah. Now the guy who owns that place and the manager who sits there on their behind and barks orders, you know, they clear a 6-figure income. And they charge, like the rates they charge these residents is really, literally they could pay $50 an hour. What the only thing would happen is, instead of the management and the ownership making a yacht a year, they would make a yacht every 4 years. They'd still be rich. But I think if you just look at what a CNA made 80 years ago, convert it like in gas, how many gallons of gas 80 years ago and how many gallons of gas now, I can guarantee you they're making at least 300% less gas than back then. I guarantee you. So that's really the root of the problem, but they don't want to say it. It's like they come up with stuff. I think it's such a hard job. Yeah, they should pay. So, and CNAs should form a union and just, you know, I mean, there's like this great resignation. People are just quitting. So, you know, I get clients on the internet. I'm gonna take my little van and walk around, and I can work over the internet. So I think anybody can do that. You know, CNAs should not work unless they get paid a job where they're a salary or whatever it's called. so they're respected. I really feel bad for them because they're providing such a great service. To me, it's an insult given 13 or 19 or even $20 an hour to a CNA is an insult. But that's not what they pay them. I already know. I know for a fact they get less than $20 an hour. So it's just horrible what's going on. Yeah, you might want to unsubscribe and run away if you don't like my rants. I think I'm just gonna making commentary on life. So this is kind of my therapy here. That's a nice Jeep. Here's a way to fix your roof. Just put a blue tarp on top of it. A lot cheaper than a roofer. I wonder what happened to his driveway. Oh, there's an oil spill in here. I guess something heavy must have parked and just put it over. It's actually, it was nice before it went away. Man, that guy has a lot of cardboard boxes. Oh, and that's a duplex. Yeah, there's actually a street. I'll walk down there. Has pretty much everything on the street is a duplex. But here there's two of them. This one and the next one. Oh, actually, that one there is a duplex, I think. Yeah. But I don't like the design of that duplex. There's like one garage. Like, how do you decide? Like, what? One guy gets half the garage, the other guy gets half the garage? I wonder how that works. See, this is a better deal. At least each one gets their own carport. But the doors are next to each other. At least they put that bush between the two doors. That's smart. Okay, and this is it for today. Jaw's out.